What up everyone, my name is Tina and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to teach you how you can edit like Rachel T. Tyler on Snapseed. She's one of my favorite influencers and her selfie game is always on point. I've had a few requests to do an inspired tutorial on how to edit like her, so let's go. Alright, so this is the picture that I quickly took. Obviously my selfie game isn't on the same playing field as Rachel's, but I tried. So we're gonna go through our regular tuning image process. So we're gonna increase brightness, contrast, ambiance, highlights, and then decrease shadows by a bit just to balance the picture out. We're also gonna increase the saturation because I'm looking a little dead and a little pale and I want some color back into my skin. If you look at Rachel's pictures, they are quite defined. So we're going to increase sharpen and structure by a little bit as well. We're gonna skip HDR escape and grainy image this time because we don't necessarily need it. And we're gonna go straight into curves. So this is an optional step. I'm gonna show you the before and after in a bit. It doesn't make that big of a difference, but there is a subtle change there. So I'm going to increase the highlights, midtones, and shadows in the luminous curve because Rachel is always glowing. Rachel's complexion is naturally tanned, way more tan than I am. So I'm actually going to increase the highlights, midtones, and shadows and the red curve to kind of rosy up my complexion. And then I'm going to balance that red out with the green and blue curve. And then you'll see in the before and after that it's not that drastic of a difference, which is why this step is optional, but I'm going to go with it anyways. So in addition to the saturation, we're going to go into white balance and play with the temperature and tint to make my skin look more warm to kind of mimic Rachel's edits. So if you feel like your complexion still needs some color, you can go back into tune image and increase the saturation some more. Otherwise, we're going to go into portrait. So portrait is great for selfies because you can adjust your skin tone, your complexion, as well as the clarity of your eyes. So obviously this is a little bit drastic. So I'm actually going to adjust the face spotlight, skin smoothing, and eye clarity manually. So what face spotlight does is it gives your face more of a glow. Rachel's always glowing, so I'm only going to increase it a little bit, otherwise I look a little ghost-like. Skin smoothing is, as the name calls it, smoothing of the skin. Again, I don't want it to be completely blurred out, so I'm going to adjust it teensy bit. And then for eye clarity, if you increase it to its maximum, you look a little fake, so we want to play with this very subtly. So I am going to just increase the whites of my eyes by a little bit as well. Again, these are all very, very tiny edits, but if I show you what the before and after looks like right now, it is pretty drastic, just solely off the warmth of my complexion. So that's it. I love Rachel's edits because looking at them makes me happy and they're fun, and she's always glowing with that warmth in her skin. So I tried to mimic that with this edit within Snapseed. So you can pretty much do this with not just selfies, but with any picture that you take. So I apply these tutorials every day. If you want to stalk me on Instagram, you can do so at Simply T. I'm also new on TikTok, so if you want to see more of my derpy and fun side, then you can follow me on TikTok at Tina Dow. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you want more inspired edits, let me know and give this video a thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comments anyone else that you're inspired by that you want to learn via Snapseed. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, what is you doing? Okay, I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Okay, bye.